Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. God's blessings to all of you. I want to start today with the scripture you are memorizing. It comes again from the book of John, chapter 11, verses 25 through 27. And in this scripture verse, Jesus is speaking directly to Martha. Now, Martha was the sister of Mary and of Lazarus. You may or may not know the story of Lazarus, but he died. Good friend of Jesus. Jesus loved him dearly, but he died. And he died while Jesus was not in the same area, but he was uh, doing missionary or his mission work in another area. And when he heard that Lazarus had died, he was very sad. But he continued with what he was doing. And then 4 days after Lazarus had died, he came. And Martha saw him and ran out to meet him and said, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would still be alive. And Jesus told her, He'll rise again. And she said, I know that. I know that on the last day, he will rise again and go to heaven. But Jesus said, No, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? She said to him, Yes, Lord, I believe you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is coming into the world. And after this, Jesus actually calls Lazarus to come out of the tomb. So it's pretty powerful. There's a song by a man named Carmen that he's the guy who did the Sunday School Rock song that I've showed in class before. Anyway, he does another one where it's about the story of Lazarus. And so I've posted that video below this one, so you can see that video of his version of Lazarus coming from the tomb. I enjoy the song. I enjoy the deep voice that he gives to Jesus, the deep voice with such strong authority calling Lazarus out of the tomb. So, all right, moving on. Let's go back here. Okay, so if you haven't already done so, uh, today you are going to need to make sure you set that appointment up and get that time to share your essay. If you've already done that, I will be opening up the opportunity for you to write down in the discussion area what took place when you shared your persuasive essay with somebody. So that will be opened up. It's not due until next Tuesday, but I'll open it up. But you really need to share your essay. So make sure you get that appointment done with whoever your target audience was. I know Abby and I had a great conversation this morning. Well done, Abby. Um, so make sure you get that done. Okay, so that's your English for today. In math, you are going to be working with finding the area of a triangle. So it's very similar to the math that you did for yesterday, but instead of finding the base and the height of the base times the height and finding the area of the parallelogram, the area of a triangle, you find the base times the height, but then you divide that total by 2. Okay? And that will tell you the area of a triangle, because a triangle, if you were to take a square and cut it on the diagonal, or even a rectangle and cut it on the diagonal, you'd end up with two triangles, half on one side and half on the other. So a triangle is half of the total of a rectangle or a parallelogram. So multiply the base times the height and then divide by 2, and you have the area of a triangle. There's a video that goes along with it. It's the rest of the Math Antics video that kind of helps explain that better in a picture form than me just talking about it. So watch that video and then do your math in a similar way by making a copy of the math template and put your work there, and then send that to me. Okay. So finding the area of a triangle. And you also have extra math that you need to do as well. Okay. So that would be on page, sorry, your assignment in your textbook is on page 326, and it's problems 1 through 15 for the area of a triangle. Okay, and then your extra math, you know what that is. Some of you are getting really close to your multiplication. Some of you are getting close to finishing up your addition. No matter where you're at, just give God your best. That's the key. Keep improving, not working to compare yourself to anybody else. Just keep giving God your best. Okay. So that's your math due for Friday morning. Friday morning before 8 o'clock. Okay. In religion, I want you to listen to the parable of the sower. Okay. And there is a link to that, the parable of the sower, that, and I know it says here, and I'll get this changed, but you're going to listen to it in Bible Gateway, and it should say Thursday. Okay. So I'll get that changed. Listen to it in Bible Gateway. Just click on the link and give that a listen. Okay. And then tomorrow we'll talk more about the parable of the sower as a class. So English, math, religion, and then science. By tomorrow morning, you need to have finished up that video looking at the eye and vision, so that you have a good understanding of that. Okay, we start building the model of the eye. That is coming up starting, well, it's I have a due date of Tuesday. I'm probably going to change that, but let's get to that when it's that time. Just make sure you finish that video. Congratulations to Carson and Anna and Kara, Colin, and Cece, who all finished their Southwest, the book about the Southwest, and took the quiz. All of them got A's. Well done. The rest of you did not get that finished yet, so that's due. That was due this morning before 8 o'clock. So I hope you got that done. If you haven't gotten that done, you need to log into Epic and you need to read that book about the Southwest and take the quiz. Okay. I've already got the grades in some cases. I didn't put in zeros if you haven't taken it yet, because you still have until 8 o'clock Thursday morning to get that done. But make sure you're getting that done and that you're practicing Asia. Okay. So your homework for today, just again to repeat, you've got English. You need to share that essay with the person who you wrote it for. Okay. You have math. You're finding the area of triangles and you're doing your extra math. You have religion. You're listening to the parable of the sower on Bible Gateway. Science. You're finishing that video if you haven't already. Some people have. Some people have, and they've shared with me what their quiz results were. So good job on that. And then social studies, you need to practice Asia. Technically, you don't have any social studies due, but for those of you who did not finish the book, you need to finish that. I've also sent you, if you go to your email, you will get a copy of a document that I shared with you that looks like this. Okay. Southwest topic choices. And you're going to be a reporter. This is for our project on the Southwest. And you get to choose which of these topics you want to research. Now, who gets the first choice was based on quiz results, and I only had 5 people who got the quiz done uh, on time, at least before I made this video. And that was Carson, Anna, Kara, Colin, and Cece. Carson gets his first choice of all these topics. Once he's picked, Anna gets to choose, and then Kara, and then Colin, and then Cece. And then whoever finishes the quiz next, their name will go in number 6, and then the next person number 7, and so on. So Carson, Anna, Kara, Colin, and Cece, you all need to be thinking about which topic you're going to choose, and then go ahead and put your name in that area and the date that you chose it, and I'll let you get started on the research. I'll probably try to get some links set up if I have an opportunity so that you can do a little bit more research on your area. Fascinating stuff about the canyons, rivers. I think I got rivers here twice, so I'll need to get rid of that. Um, Canyons, rivers, Gulf of Mexico, plant life, wildlife. Southwest is just an amazing area. Southwest United States. So if you get a chance, look through those topics, Carson, and make your choice. Okay? And I'm going to eliminate rivers from here one time. As a matter of fact, I'll just do that now. We don't need that. Okay? All right. God's blessings to all of you. I look forward to seeing you again soon.